So if you have not already, please like and subscribe to my channel. This is my very first video, but please believe me, it will not be my last. All right, well, let's definitely get into it. I definitely want to put this video out there so I can maybe help other women or just inform someone, take away something from this video. I keep getting questions. Of course, I did post on TikTok and I posted on Instagram. I lost my daughter at 19 weeks pregnant. Very hard. Please bear with me. I am human. I do have feelings. I may cry a little bit, shed a little tear. It's still a very fresh wound. This was just a month ago. So it's still very fresh. But I did want to do a video just to, it's a little bit therapeutic for me, but as well as if I can help someone else so they don't have to go through this, definitely. In my situation, I found out I had a weak cervix, which is called incompetent cervix. In another video, I'll go ahead and go into detail a little bit more about exactly what that is, and how you can have a healthy pregnancy with the incompetent cervix. But right now, I just definitely want to tell you guys my situation and my journey with this and how I'm dealing with this. Of course, I found out I was pregnant in April. It was not planned. Very shocking. Very unexpected. I'm not an abortion person, so I ran with it. Like, okay, I'm having this baby regardless. I am not married, as you guys can see. So yes, I would have been a single parent bringing another child in this world, which that's totally fine. I was accepting responsibility for what I have done. So found out I was pregnant in April, was super excited. Didn't have my first appointment until May. We did an ultrasound. I was 8 weeks at the time that I did my ultrasound. Everything was good to go. Followed up a month later. Of course, you go monthly to your checkups. Everything was good to go. And I had to do blood work to where we were able to test if the baby had Down syndrome, do any other genetic testing, as well as the gender. I did want to plan a gender reveal, so my best friend got the results of the gender. So we kept that a little secret until July 2nd. But I'm pregnant. Nothing's wrong. I'm still active. I'm very active. I did stop going to the gym for a little bit, just because gas went up, but other than that, I wasn't going to the gym like I was before. Definitely was eating a lot. My cravings were through the roof, everything like that. But it was a really great experience. Like, I was so happy. I haven't had a child in 10 years. My children are 15, 13, and 9. He'll be 10 October 1st. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. Like, that's a huge gap. It's a big difference. There's so many things that are new. Technology has changed, everything like that. So I felt like I was a brand new mom all over again. I'm not old by any means. I'm 35. So it's like, I was excited, like I said, to have this beautiful baby. My birthday was June 15th. I had a great birthday. One of the best birthdays ever. I'm pregnant, can't drink. And we just did dinner. We had a great time, me and a few girlfriends, and it was like the best. Took a few pictures, so I'll show you those pictures. But it was just a beautiful moment and experience for my birthday. July 2nd comes. That's the gender reveal. I chose to do the gender reveal July 2nd, which is my mother's birthday, because my mother was very excited about this baby as well. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna go to your appointment. I wanna, let's do the ultrasound. So we were gonna do the 5D ultrasound. Like, we had that plan where family could come. I think you could have up to 9 people. I reserved it. We were supposed to go in October. I reserved it, but of course I didn't make it. But my mom was very excited. So I asked her, hey mom, would you like to do that on your birthday? Let's find out what the baby is. We had a very beautiful gender reveal. And I got what I wanted. I prayed for a little girl. And I'm just like, I have 2 boys and a daughter already. So I had prayed for a little girl. And my answers, or excuse me, my
It's a
prayers
Kiki
were
girl.
answered. Like,
That's what she
oh my
wanted.
gosh, I just couldn't stop jumping and screaming. And I was so excited, so happy. Like, this is my little mini me. My first daughter, she, like I said, she's 15. She grew up too fast. She's a little sassy now. So of course I just wanted to start all over. And have fun with the little girl again, do her hair, different things like that. So we found that out. I also have pictures of that so you guys can see. It was such a really nice experience. I did a Flintstones theme, and like my whole family was there. Everybody was excited. Nobody knew what a gender reveal was. Like I was like the first one to do it in the family, I guess. I don't know, but it was a very nice experience. I know I did one because I had never had one with my kids. I was not around like 10 years ago. We would just go to the doctors and let the doctor tell us what it was. So that was a very nice moment. And fast forward that July, I had my sister's 10th year wedding anniversary in Jamaica. I missed her very first wedding 10 years ago because I was pregnant. She lives in Kentucky. I have my dad's side back in Kentucky. And I had missed her first wedding because I was big and pregnant. And I was like, I'm not going to miss this one. And I made it out there. We had such a good time. We were out there for 4 to 5 days. It was a really good time out there. So much fun. I even made a very nice toast to my sister. And I was just like, I'm so happy to be here. And unfortunately, I'm pregnant again. But I wasn't gonna miss that for the world. Like I definitely told her, let her know, you know, that was a moment. I missed your first one. I'm not gonna miss this one. So I was glad that I was invited to bring that in with her. I come back, everything's good. I go to the doctors that next day. Everything is fine. The baby's heartbeat. She's doing great. It was just a regular appointment. And he told me, oh, okay, when you come back in a month, that's when I would have done another ultrasound. So they could find out, make sure everything was good with the baby and measure her and everything like that. Make sure everything was on point with the baby. And I was at 16 weeks when I got back. Kids get ready for school. I'm getting them ready for school. Everything's good. I'm still moving around. I have a house with stairs. I'm steady moving around. Nothing's different. Nothing has changed. And we go to my mother's house for a weekend. We had a family event we were doing. And that's when it all changed. It all changed from there. I'm at my mother's house. I'm helping cook, clean, everything like that to get ready for this event we're about to have. My feet stayed swollen this pregnancy. So it's like, I wouldn't have been able to tell no difference or anything like that if anything else was going on. I'm sweating, or I think I'm sweating. I guess I'm actually losing more fluid than what I'm supposed to be. I don't pay attention to it again because I said I was sweating. So this is later. This is aftermath where I'm letting you guys know now. I know. Okay, I was losing more fluid. After the event was on Saturday. I woke up Sunday morning and I was just like, oh my God, you know, my feet are still swollen. I began to pack up, and then I'm like, well, my mom's like, just rest a little bit, see how you feel. Told her my stomach was bothering me. And then all of a sudden a sharp pain kicked in. And I'm like, Mom, this is like a Braxton Hicks or whatever. Like, I can't be in labor. I'm in 19 weeks pregnant. So I'm like, I can't be in labor. So they call it Braxton Hicks when you feel those contractions. And I drink some water, I eat something, and I'm like, let me just see if, you know, it stops. Let me get a little bit of rest and stuff like that. And it kicked in like probably another hour later, another one. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know. I go to the bathroom and I wipe and it's a little bit of blood. So at this point, of course, I'm nervous. I'm scared, not thinking or knowing I'm in labor. I called the nurse hotline. Of course, it's Sunday, so it's the emergency line. And she's like, oh yeah, get to the hospital immediately. And so I got to the hospital. I didn't go to my hospital where I was delivering, because last time I went, they left me in the emergency room for 4 hours before anybody checked me. So I went to a smaller ER and they did several ultrasounds. She's like, oh yeah, your little girl is just moving and this and that, but move this way and move that way. For some reason, she's upside down. And I'm like, upside down? And she's like, yeah, let's just see if she turns this, and that. So she never turned over or any other way. She just stayed with her head down. At that point, I'm a little bit alarmed. Like, that don't sound right. Still not thinking I'm in labor though. So she leaves out, speaks to the doctor. She comes back in for another ultrasound. And I'm like, what's going on now? She's like, well, the doctor wants me to check your cervix. Your cervix may be open. And I said, wait, what? She's like, yeah, your cervix may be open. So she checks again and she's like, it is. The doctor comes in there and tells me my cervix is open. We need to hurry up and get you to your hospital that you're going to deliver at. And I said, why? Am I going to deliver my baby? And they're like, well, we can't tell you that. We don't know. But we just need to get you to your hospital. So I get rushed to that hospital. I go in there and the doctor on call comes in and she checks me and she's like, you're 5 centimeters dilated. There's nothing we could do. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, your water should be breaking soon, if not. And at this point, the contractions were just coming in like every 15 to 20 minutes. She's like, there's nothing we could do. Your water's gonna break and you're gonna deliver this baby. And I'm like, nothing at all? Y'all can't do nothing for me or my child? And they couldn't give me no answers at all. So I'm in there. I go in August 7th. My water breaks August 8th. I don't deliver my baby until August 10th. When I tell you guys, she was fighting. Just fighting, like, and I wish I could have done more. There was nothing that I could do. I just kept praying for a miracle. Like, what's going on with my body? I don't know what's going on. And literally, my body went into labor without me having any type of signs. And that's what happens when you have a weak cervix. It's not like you get a warning, a week's warning or a 2 weeks warning or nothing like that. If you do not catch it early enough, that's what happens. Your body goes into labor. So I remember August 10th in the morning, I got up. I'm like, oh, I have to use the bathroom. And before this, I'm sorry, I was having them check her heartbeat. Like, I just want to hear her heartbeat. My baby held on. She still had a strong heartbeat up until the last day. And I can remember I went to the bathroom and I was like, I think her head is right there. So of course I used the bathroom, and then I wasn't able to wipe, and I just ran back. The nurses came in and they're like, yeah, that's her head. You can push when you're ready. When I tell you guys, it wasn't even like a push where I had to put all my might or strength in it. It was like a poof, and she was out because she was so tiny. And she came out and my baby lived for 57 minutes. And I enjoyed every single minute. I prayed over her, let her know I loved her. I I FaceTime my mom, my sisters, like, you guys see her? Like, she has my toes, you know, she has my nose, and just different things. The high-risk doctor was in there, the NICU lady, and they were just like, we can't save her. She's too little. Her eyes were still infused shut. So it was just like, she wasn't really developed. I wish it was more, it wasn't. But that was the best little 57 minutes in my life. Like, my baby, you know what I'm saying? After that, when she passed, they took pictures, did like a little molding, and I was gifted a very cute box. So I didn't have to go home empty-handed. I forgot exactly the foundation's name, but very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. I was very grateful to have that. So they were just like, so you don't leave the hospital empty-handed. You're still gonna go with something. And it had like a book in there, a candle, her little blanket that she was in, her little hats, different things like that. I chose to have my daughter cremated. And I actually just barely got her ashes back like a week ago. And that was hard. It's hard. But I still can't believe she's gone. So any woman who is pregnant, it doesn't matter if you have issues or not. You know what I'm saying? Just ask the doctor, hey, can you check my cervix just to make sure? Because again, there was things that could have been done to prevent me from going into labor. And when I met the high-risk doctor, he was just like, why haven't I seen you? I should have met you at 12 weeks. Here I am, 19 weeks, and I have not met you. So I'm just confused at this point. Like, why the doctors just didn't go that extra mile? You guys do have me listed as high risk because of my age. I'm 35 years old, having a child. But I should have been seeing and receiving extra care, or just being monitored a little bit more. So I'm definitely sad about that part. So I know going forward, I do want to have another baby. But maybe, you know, this just wasn't the time. And that's how I'm looking at it. I keep trying to find the positives in this negative, you know. You can't question God, you know, but later, I'm sure the answer will be in my face. Like, I was preparing you for this. So it's very heartbreaking, but my thing is, to any woman out there, like I said, just ask your doctors, hey, can you check my cervix just to make sure I'm good? You could start asking as of 12 weeks, just so you don't ever have to experience that, because I don't wish that on no woman at all, not even my worst enemy. Well, I don't have enemies, but if I did, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Like, the feeling that I go through every day, it's hard. It's very hard. And what can you say or do? Like, I don't know. But enough about that. I am gonna have another video to go more into detail about incompetent cervix, so you guys can know a little bit more. I definitely wanted to share my situation so no one has to keep asking. Not that it's anybody's business, but because yes, I did let TikTok and Instagram know I was pregnant. I was okay with sharing my story as of how I lost my daughter. So I'm okay with that. And if nothing else, I definitely hope you've learned something from my video, or even could tell someone about the video or share the video as well, so they don't have to go through this. Because again, this is nothing that I wish on any woman, young lady, ever to have to go through. No, I'm not the first. Unfortunately, I'm not the last either. But if I can help someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would feel great. Again, thank you. If you have not already, please make sure you do subscribe. It will be more videos. I will also have the next video up if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and leave comments. I'm definitely here to answer any questions. And then I'll do another video. If it's too many questions, I'll do another video where I'll go ahead and answer all the questions, or I'll just answer you in the comments. I definitely appreciate you guys taking the time out your day to check my video out.